Hey guys, I'm Emily Ritchie, and for my socio-autobiography project, I interviewed my mom, who is 26 years older than me. With my mom growing up in the 1980s, technology such as the internet and cell phones changed how socialization happened, whereas for me, it was a norm when I was born, like everyone had a cell phone and most people had a computer with internet. However, despite these differences growing up, I would say my mom and I are pretty similar, mainly because we grew up in the same town, went to the same public school, and now even have the same taste in music. I would say that this is why one of the biggest social institutes in my life is my family, because I'm so much like my mom. So, growing up, it was my mom, dad, my older sister, who's 1 year older than me, and then my twin sister. And since my sisters and I were so close in age, we were actually pretty close. So my twin sister was like my best friend. We played softball together and basketball and went to school together, which is why I also think education was a big social institute in my life, because I would go to school and be surrounded by like all my friends at school who I also played softball and basketball with, and they just had like a big influence on my life. And like the more you start to hang out with the people from school, like, you know, the more you start to act like them and talk like them. And then since my older sister was only 1 year apart from us, she would make all the mistakes first, and then my parents would yell at her and tell us that like it was wrong, so we got to learn from her mistakes before we had a chance to make them. And I would say that this is why family and education were the two biggest social institutes in my life, because I was always surrounded by my family growing up, with my sister being one of my best friends, and then always going to school every day and hanging out with all my friends there. So I would say that those are the reasons why those two are the biggest social institutes in my life.